in the end, they lost to a super team. I mean, the East has just gotten better, led by Toronto and the Bucks. That's a big challenge for Boston.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. Back to Richardson. Horford against Tatum. Clock at 6. Embiid, no good. Well, Chris, with LeBron going to the Lakers, many picked the Celtics to rule the East. Now that road is less certain.
Oh, yeah, because the East has gotten good. Let's think about it. Philly, Toronto, the reigning champions. Also, and don't forget about Boston. I mean, but they have the talent to play with anyone. Now it's a matter of maximizing that talent and becoming the best version of themselves.
Richardson finds Simmons. Pass to Horford. Knocked loose and stolen by Hayward. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. The shot will not fall. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's the floater. Here's Horford. Plays it up and banks it in.
And you love to see that kind of effort on the offensive boards. Horford might be into his 30s, but he still brings energy.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Brown against Richardson. The pass to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Walker. Passes to Tice. On its way from Hayward for 2. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Embiid, no good.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Walker against Simmons. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Brown outside. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for Walker.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. Simmons looking around. It's rebounded by Tice.
Oh, just everything right about that crossover. Just didn't have anything left there for the finish.
That's a strong move. I mean, Hayward loves to create off the drive. Something that dates back to his college days.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Chris, as skilled as he is offensively, he's some overlooked Joel Embiid's defensive impact.
Yeah, Kevin, he's the centerpiece of their defense. He's an outstanding rim protector, and he moves great for a player his size.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
He hits the second from the line. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
To the paint. Second shot opportunity. It's tipped.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
There's the three. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Richardson the bounce pass. Walker against Simmons. Good.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Dishes it to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Horford dishes to Embiid. Simmons against Walker. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Harris, good.
Such an efficient scorer. You know, if you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
Walker with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Inside. And it's blocked by Simmons. They get it back. 76ers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Simmons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Kemba Walker picks one up.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
No good on the free throw.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
And he's good on the second. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Richardson the pass to Harris. Simmons against Walker. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 5 now.
And this is a testament to the concentration Embiid possesses. I mean, he's able to finish despite getting bodied up.
Walker's shot is off.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
Bucket is good. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Celtics trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And stolen by Simmons. In the corner, it's Richardson. Fires for 3. Here's Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And really, how do you guard Embiid when he's this close? You almost have to foul him.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Chris, more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect. And the rejection by Embiid.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Smart. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Here's Neto. That one's not going to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. And here is Tatum. He has 5. Over Scott. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 7.
An elite mid-range shooter. That's what he is. Even back in high school, Tatum will always have this in his arsenal.
Neto surveying the floor. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Just checked in. Cantor finds Smart. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Neto, guarded by Smart. Neto can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Wanamaker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. That one goes in. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Tatum. Now here's Cantor. There's the pass to Wanamaker. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum passes to Cantor. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Neto. And Cantor pulls it down.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Tatum's shot is off.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Here's Neto. Over to the wing. Now here's Ennis. Guarded by Smart. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Embiid, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Neto, the pass to Korkmaz. Feeds it to Embiid. Scott kicks to Korkmaz. Passes it to Embiid. Lays it up off the glass. Embiid's got 11 points.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Down low, Tatum. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Outside, Scott. Back to Neto. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. And Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. And he's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
That free throw missing. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
And he sinks the second.
And a big summer for the Celtics. Some key decisions with multiple players hitting free agency.
Yeah, with some comments from players like Terry Rozier in the offseason, you had a sense this roster could have a different look. I mean, now they're hoping the pieces fit and players can buy in with their roles.
He feeds it to Tatum. Basket counts. Tatum's got 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Embiid. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Here's Wanamaker. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. A great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got Korkmaz. Mike Scott out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Ennis, and it's Neto in at the point. O'Quinn can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Cantor inside, working on O'Quinn, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
He misses the free throw. You know what, Chris? Speed at any position is so vital. Who are the fastest big guys in the game right now that you admire and just can't believe how they go baseline to baseline?
Oh, but the first one that comes to mind is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a Greek freak, but he's a freak of nature in basketball. His speed, his length, his athletic ability. We love seeing him. And I say a close second, Anthony Davis. And don't forget about Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, a lot of guys that love running the floor and put that pressure on the defense every time by getting out.
Pass to Ennis. The fadeaway. He gets it in there. Ennis has got his first basket.
He must have a real good feel for the fadeaway. I mean, he uses it even when no one's on him.
Outside, Smart. The pass to Wanamaker. Offline with his three.
and hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. Scott dishes to O'Quinn. Neto, that's a two-pointer. The rebound by the Celtics.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Here's Tatum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tatum's got 15 points.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at the offense.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And the free agency fate of Kyrie Irving hung over the Celtics last season.
For a different look here. Al Horford's checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Ennis. Josh Richardson's checked in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Raul Neto. The Celtics also changing it up. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Outside, Walker. Pass to Hayward. Hayward is doubled. There's Brown with the three. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And they double up Simmons. Horford has a wide open look. No good on the three.
When the defense forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
They double him with Simmons. Smart, wide open, he fires. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Smart's got 5 points now this quarter. Walker against Simmons. Passes it to Richardson. Pass to Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
As great as he is offensively, Kevin, Al Horford is even better on defense. Not a volume shot blocker or rebounder, but he's strong, agile, and always in the right place.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Chris at the defensive end. So much of it is communication and positioning.
Yeah, offense is trying to force rotations and force mistakes. Horford doesn't take plays off, and his recognition is a step ahead.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I mean, what I appreciate about Horford is his unselfishness. I mean, he brings a veteran team-first mindset to the table.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Smart against Richardson. Smart misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
The pass to Simmons. And there's the feed to Horford. That one drops for him. Horford's got 6.
And that's just experience. I mean, reading the defense perfectly. Just another day at the office for Big Al.
Tice passes to Smart. And stolen by Harris. Now the 76ers on the break. Richardson's running, so it's Richardson with the jam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Walker, and it's blocked by Simmons.
the reach of Simmons. I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
Pass to Harris. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Simmons against Walker. For the three. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Simmons, and it's blocked. Well, Quinn dishes to Simmons. Misses the layup. The Celtics have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Once Hayward gets downhill, it's over. Nice burst to the bucket.
Richardson against Smart. Passes it to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Here's O'Quinn. Basket good. O'Quinn's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Hayward, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Horford.
Well, last season, Kevin, Gordon Hayward returning from that terrible leg injury, it took some time to find his bearings. He's working his way back to that elite level.
The Celtics have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
First one falls for him. And with the Celtics' depth on the wings, Chris, it was a little tricky getting Hayward back in there.
Yeah, you have the young players ahead of schedule, Kevin. I mean, it's tough to give him minutes without hindering their growth. At the same time, Hayward, an all-star before getting hurt, you want to help build back his confidence.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia, and he can't hit the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes. And with Embiid and Ben Simmons both at their best in the paint, maybe not the ideal fit if you're the Sixers and you had to trade one of them. Which is it?
Oh, man, that's so tough.
Take a break.
They're both
Take a
great
break.
players, GA.
Two
But
shots.
Embiid, his health remains a question mark. And Simmons, you know, imagine if you have a team of shooters built around him like Giannis in Milwaukee. That's a tough question.
And he knocks down the first one. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far. But, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Not like the Clippers of a year ago. They look like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr.
Right.
Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, last season, the chemistry for the Celtics, well, to put it nicely, it was lacking. They had friction over playing time. Players pointed fingers. Marcus Smart said it. I mean, they weren't together.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Chris, just an uneasy silence in the Celtics locker room last season. The bench really not celebrating plays. How do they regain that joy?
Yeah, Kevin, it's so tough when you don't have good chemistry. I think you start with putting the team first. And leadership, it starts with being a good follower. It starts with sacrifice.
And Richardson drops them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Walker looking for an opening. Kicks it to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Walker's shot is off.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Here's Richardson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Timeout.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need...
On defense, the 76ers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Smart deciding where to go with it. Here's Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Oh, my. Walker is so soft with the floater, just placing it perfectly over the defense.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Walker. Feeds to Richardson. Drops in the layup for 2. Richardson's got 10 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead. He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Walker against Simmons. Horford the pass to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walker with it. Now defended by Embiid. Here's Hayward. And he banks in the layup. Hayward's got 11 points.
Look at him turn on the Jets. I mean, Hayward is adept at finding the right spot in transition.
Richardson kicks to Horford. Back to Richardson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, that's 3 straight German League titles for Daniel Theis. I mean, before he made his NBA debut at the age of 24, he's an athletic two-way player, and he's shown he belongs.
And last season, Daniel Theis shooting over 40% from long range, and Chris over 75% around the rim.
Yeah, Kevin, wouldn't you call that great efficiency, both inside and out?
2 shots.
New contract this summer to reward his terrific play.
And he makes the first.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Hayward. Williams comes in for Marcus Smart. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And the Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons, they're somewhat legitimate. I mean, Embiid's skill set and size is something you don't see very often.
Count it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The 76ers leading by 11. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Tonight, he's gone 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And a tough opening half for him in terms of his free throw shooting.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And maybe he's starting to find his form at the line. He certainly had his share of chances.
And the 76ers with some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. And it's Korkmaz in for Harris. And so he makes both from the line.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
Here's Wanamaker. Simmons with the defensive effort.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Korkmaz has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Wanamaker. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And it's simple. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Outside Tatum. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Wanamaker, and it's blocked by Simmons. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Right wing. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Hard to guard Embiid without fouling. He's awesome at forcing the defense's hand. I mean, literally.
He's been getting to the line. Now his 6th trip in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. James Ennis, he'll check in for Philadelphia. Raul Neto comes in for Simmons. Boston also with the sub. Cantor's checked in. And Embiid drops them both. 20 seconds left in the first half. Now Brown still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. One second left. And so it's the Philadelphia 76 upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. And stolen by Simmons. Drops in the breakaway layup. Simmons got 13 points.
Oh, the quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steals.
Walker the pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. 18 points for him.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Walker dishes to Tatum. Brown outside. They get a hand on it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Hayward is doubled. Shoots over Embiid.
They're terrific at keeping pace with his man. I mean, Embiid is solid at getting the hand up and contesting without foul.
And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Inside. That's tipped, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here is Hayward. 11 points in the game, and they're running. Here's Harris. Yep, that one goes in there.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Clock at 6. Busted. No good that time either.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here is Philadelphia. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Pass to Horford. Here's Embiid, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Embiid's got 22. Brown outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
Celtics ball.
And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
Walker. Good on the bucket.
Fearless. Walker feels confident going up against anyone. Painted area, doesn't matter. He does not back down.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Embiid inside. Defended by Tice. Embiid, no good. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Brown against Simmons. Brown kicks to Walker. Shoots from 12. They get the rebound. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tice has got his first points of the game.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Now the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
Simmons against Walker. And it's blocked by Simmons. And they're able to recover. They recover it. Brown against Richardson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability. Out of Willard High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked 2nd in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdur-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
And Brown drops them both. And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
Richardson, no luck. The Celtics have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Tatum. Boston, no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 22. To the middle. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 11 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Richardson. Simmons on the wing. He kicks it to Harris. Five to shoot. Chalk up 2 there. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Walker the pass to Brown. Walker with it. Looking to get back on track here, and it's good on the way in. Walker's got 6.
And for a guy who only stands 6'1", Walker can be a strong finisher in the painted area.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. Back to Richardson. Down low. Here's Horford. Here's O'Quinn. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Horford. James Ennis comes in for Richardson. And Raul Neto subbed in for Simmons. And then for Boston, Enes Kanter comes in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Scott. Nice D from Scott.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Harris passes to Neto. Back to Harris. Pass to Neto. Shoots from the high post. That's tipped. Here's Wanamaker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
Oh, nice, strong drive there. If that's who's going to be guarding him, then he's got some weight to throw around.
Neto kicks to Ennis. Passes to Scott. Harris outside. Back to Scott. Pass to Harris. From deep. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Wanamaker. Banked in off the glass. Wanamaker's got 4 this quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Neto. Kicks to Scott. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Brown. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. No good from outside.
hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And slam dunk by Smart.
I like Smart being aggressive right time, getting into the lane, using his power and speed to his advantage.
And the pass to Ennis. On the wing, Harris. The three makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
And here's Canner. Back to Wanamaker. He feeds it to Brown. That one goes. Just count it.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
Pass to Scott. Here's Neto. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, and Brad Stevens, credited for the culture he's helped establish in Boston. But last season, though, that took a hit. Now we'll see how he responds to that adversity. It's going to be interesting to see.
Chris, Coach Stevens was candid after last season. He said he could have done a better job finding that fit and holding a standard for the team.
Well, you like seeing that. If a coach has to hold his players accountable, then he must first hold himself accountable. And the front office was quick to dismiss that notion, but not so many fans. There's no panic in Stevens, though. I like that. He's a steady hand through it all.
That free throw, no good. Korkmaz checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And the second free throw, good. Celtics trail by 20. Here's Wanamaker. He's got 8. Brown outside. And that one, good. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, not at all afraid of contact. Brown is aggressive driving to the basket.
Pass to Harris. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Smart passes to Wanamaker. It's Brown on the wing. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
For Boston, they have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.137 left here in the third quarter. Here's Neto. He has 5. Harris outside. To the paint. Here's Scott. Some solid defense from Brown.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot. I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough, and I think he realizes that.
Here's Neto. Left side, Harris. Ring shot on the way. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Wanamaker. That one, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Brown. Neto, the pass to Korkmaz. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Neto with the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
12 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, here's Cantor. Misses. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. The lead is 15. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then it's Ennis, and it's Korkmaz in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Pass to Wanamaker. Harris on the double team. Hayward looking over the floor. And the three ball is good. Hayward's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. The 76ers leading by 12. The pass to Harris. And Cantor over to help. Embiid kicks to Neto. Back to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics trail by 12. Inside, Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. To the right side. Here's Embiid. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Cantor, the pass to Hayward. Here's Wanamaker. Brown wide open. He fires. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Brown. Embiid, the pass to Neto. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Horford comes in for Harris. And Simmons subbed in for Raul Neto. Boston also with the sub. Walker's checked in. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Embiid wide open. That one a little long. Celtics trail by 12. Floats one up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons.
Sometimes the D is helpless against Walker. His speed, cleverness, and touch from everywhere makes him a near impossible cover.
Well, he might not have been the top name in free agency this summer, but Kemba Walker's name was certainly on the radar of many teams.
Oh, you're right, Kevin. And in a lot of years, Kemba would have been one of the names to get in free agency. But with the amount of top all-stars that were available this summer, I feel like Kemba maybe didn't get all the attention that his game deserved.
And the first one drops. One of the bigger names on the free agent market this past year, Kemba Walker.
And it didn't take long for him to land with Boston to replace Kyrie. Hornets made an attempt but offered well below Kemba's value. I think Kemba's going to be a great fit in Boston.
Richardson, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And so Walker nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Simmons finds Embiid, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum.
At the line for your 76ers, Joel Embiid taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Embiid drops them both. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Walker against Simmons. Pass to Ennis. Puts it up from 15. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Wanamaker. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And you can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Now here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. To the inside. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. They double in with Simmons. Out to Hayward. Here's Walker. And another basket for Boston.
Well, the shooter of Walker's caliber, I mean, you can't allow him to shoot with his feet set.
Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Back to Walker. The tray. The shot missing. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Now here's Ennis. Defended by Hayward. Horford gets the bucket.
Every year, Horford becomes a little bigger threat offensively, and that time against good defense.
Walker against Simmons. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Boston getting another chance here. Here's Wanamaker. That one wide left.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easy than that.
To the middle. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Ennis. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Walker in the corner. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Simmons passes to Richardson. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Horford. The rebound by the Celtics. Cantor's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And Hayward gets it to go.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Walker against Simmons. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Time called here. The Celtics to Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Simmons inside the line. That one falls. Simmons got 23.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Tatum dishes to Walker. The shot from the low post is good.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Outside, Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 14 points here in the second half.
And at 6'10", Simmons, I mean, he has some insane handles. He's phenomenal at creating for himself.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Now, here's Tice. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Tatum. Back to Walker. Fires the three. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
Until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Pass to Horford. Back to Richardson. Up top, Embiid. Defended by Tice. And it's Simmons penetrating. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Awesome at cutting inside. The quick feet of Simmons are hard to keep up with on the drive.
At the line for your 76ers, Ben Simmons. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Celtics trail by 14. And there's the pass to Tice. He kicks it to Tatum. Outside, Smart. Goes back up. And it's off the back rim. No good. Philadelphia leading by 14. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Hayward. Right side, Smart. And the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Hayward on the wing, guarded by Harris.
And look, you have to give credit to Harris. He is very good at getting his hands up and making shooters feel uneasy.
The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the junket.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Horford. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Richardson. 30 points for Ben Simmons.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal.
So it's the Celtics now. It's an 18-point game. Here's Walker. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Simmons inside. Working on Walker. A nice shot by Harris.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
Celtics trail by 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Philadelphia shooting at 51%. Really solid. Harris outside. Horford in the post. Guarded by Tatum. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And we come back to it again and again.
Here's Walker. Pass to Tice. And stolen by Horford. Simmons passes to Harris. It's Richardson on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Now Walker. Down low. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Though he may not explode off the floor, Tatum's length makes plays like this look easy.
Simmons against Walker. Passes it to Horford. Kicks it to Richardson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the three. No good. Some solid defense from Brown. All sorts of time. That one misses. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ben Simmons.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Richardson against Tatum. Outside, Simmons. Puts up a three. Drills the three-pointer. Simmons got 35.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the inside. Here's Embiid. And the layup falls.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Pass to Tatum. To end the run. Got it.
An exceptionally polished score for his age. Tatum's lethal from the perimeter.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one